Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode. So, I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating that self love is not narcissism. Let me say that again. Self love is not narcissism. Because narcissism, if there even is such a thing, has nothing to do with self love or self esteem. What narcissism is this attachment that you have to this false identity that you have created for yourself. And why would you ever create a false identity? Well, it's because you feel empty. You feel that there's this void inside of you. You don't feel loved. You don't feel wanted. You don't feel needed. At least not to the extent that you want or you need from other people. You're always looking for external validation from those around you. You're codependent. You need other people or other things to fill this emptiness that is inside of you, that could be filled with self-actualization, self-love. That's what narcissism really is. It's not loving yourself. It's not having a healthy self-esteem. It's completely fake. And you need everybody around you to know how great you are and how smart you are, how wonderful you are, how successful you are, or how you have really nice things. You work out at a very expensive gym. You drive a very expensive car. You live in a nice house. And I'm not saying that you have to be rich or even be very well off to be quote unquote narcissistic, because insecurity doesn't discriminate. You could be very rich and be insecure. You could be somewhere in the middle and be insecure, or you could be poor and insecure. And when I say poor, I mean having no money, living out on the streets, not having a car, being completely destitute, and you can still be entirely attached to this false sense of self that you have created, and you still want everybody to know how much of a man you are, or how much of a woman you are, or how intelligent you are. You need. You need everybody to just pay attention to you now. That's what narcissism is. But a lot of people in society still like to get that confused with self-love. They might look at somebody who acts narcissistic, or who perhaps maybe is narcissistic, and they'll go, that guy loves himself a little bit too much. Well, you can never love yourself too much. And there can never be too much self-actualization or too much self-love. Because when you are whole and complete within yourself, well, then now everybody else around you can come into your life and, just be an addition to your life. Not complete your life, but be an addition to your life. And, for anybody that has a deep personal connection to God, you should know that God wants you to love and understand who you are. God wants that for you. Contrary to what you might have heard going to church, that you are just this worthless piece of shit. You're a sinner. You need to get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. And you need God, which you still need God, but it's not in the sense that you are just this worthless pile of nothing that needs redemption or that needs saving, because because you are a creation of God. You are whole and complete just as you are. A lot of people in Christianity like to say that God doesn't make mistakes. Well, if that's true, why would God keep making sinners, or keep making people that are just worthless? And they're people that are going to continue to be worthless until they say the sinner's prayer, or even until they move up the ranks of what society deems as successful or as worthy. But from the time that your soul came here to fulfill a purpose and to fulfill a mission here, you have always been whole and complete. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. But with that said, because you know all these things, you don't really have to fish for external validation from other people. That's essentially what narcissism is. Again, it has nothing to do with true self-worth or true self-love. Narcissism is based off of complete and utter emptiness. So for any of you guys wondering, no, self-love isn't narcissism. So you can continue to sit and meditate and pay attention to your thoughts and really get to know and understand who you are. Because if you don't really know, love, and understand who you are, how are you ever going to be able to do that for other people? And again, I know that that's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, I've been on this self-love journey for 6 months, and it doesn't get any easier. I mean, it does get easier in some ways, but it's a journey, and you are always going to discover new parts of yourself that you never even realized or ever even thought was possible. So please, if you're watching this right now, do not get self-love confused with narcissism. And if you have people in your life calling you a narcissist or telling you that you have a huge ego because you're actually doing the work, you're actually taking the steps necessary to truly love and understand who you are, then maybe you either keep a certain distance from those people and only have a little bit of contact with them, or you just excommunicate them altogether, because you don't need that. You don't need to continue to keep that negativity in your life. It's not good for you. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your day-to-day. And to be honest, it's not really good for them either. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it brought value. And if it did, share it with your friends and your family. But like I always say, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. I will be putting out a new episode about this program that I've been working on called the Purpose Manifested program. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about that soon down the road. I'm not sure how soon that'll be. It could be the next video. It could be a couple of episodes from now. Who knows? But I'm still working on it, and as soon as I can get everything sorted out and you know, put together for you, then I'll let you guys know about it. So anyway, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I love you, and I will talk to you again soon.